Oh, welcome to the stream. I'm glad that you could join us today on Bye Money. And hey, in this channel, we are trading the two-legged pullback. Make sure you fill out that poll to tell me what kind of day you think today is. Also, give me a good morning in the chat. Let me know where you're from. I love it when the community knows where the rest of everyone is, to get a sense of how global this Panda Nation is. Welcome to the stream, Pandas. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, Glitch. Good morning, Randwolf. Good morning, Jason. Good morning, Adam. Good morning, Rory. Hey, welcome back, Rory. Good morning, Brandon. Good morning, Avalon. Good morning, David. Good morning, Pandas. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Glad that you can join the stream. Hope everyone's doing well. What about that 10K range yesterday? How well did the trading range indicator detect yesterday's range? How crazy is that? Just hits from one end to the other end. Just kept going back and forth until finally breaking down from it right here. How incredible. How incredible. Like, the trading range indicator was just spot on yesterday on the 10K chart. Amazing, amazing. Yeah, the daily, I don't know. I don't know what the daily is really telling us right now. The fact that it comes back down into this trading range makes me think there's a possibility we can come back to the bottom of the trading range. For instance, this could be a failed breakdown, or failed breakout, failed breakdown, failed breakout again, and it can come back to the bottom trading range. Really, anything can happen. I don't know when it can happen, but it could happen because this trading range is still valid on the daily. Trickled up here, and now, yeah. Not sure. The daily is a little tricky. You know, you're thinking most likely failed breakout, but I mean, we've been on such a strong uptrend. This consolidation could be the continuation and can keep going upwards, but the only reason why I think we can come back down is because we have broken back into the trading range. And because of that, it makes me think possibility we can come back down here. But we do have the spiking channel, and we are slightly under the spiking channel now. So we can keep coming down a little bit more. I'm not sure. It can double bottom here. But yeah, I'm not exactly sure. The fact that we're coming back into the trading range, I guess it matters. Depends on how we close today. But if we close like kind of bearish, we have room to the bottom of the trading range here. And I wouldn't be surprised if we're in trading range up here for a while. Who knows? Market's about to open in 10 minutes. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Hey, good morning. Good morning, Pavel. Good morning, Dmitry from Ukraine. Good morning, Larry. I think we got we're getting some newcomers, or at least some new people participating in the chat. Hey, by the way, make sure you hit that like button. And if I ask to say good morning, it helps a lot if you actually do say good morning. Or if I ask any questions, it helps a lot with the chat engagement. That if you're able to do chat engagement, that also lets the YouTube algorithm know that this YouTube is filled with active users, which makes the YouTube algorithm think that, hey, they're very interested in this channel, and so we want to propagate it to other people who might be interested according to the keywords. And so The YouTube algorithm is very complex, to be honest. But that's like one of the things. Like you're just thinking anything that the YouTube can see. There's like activity, interactions. I think interactions are probably the highest form of, the YouTube algorithm noticing your channel. So you have the like button, subscribe button, chatting, comments. All these things help a lot. We're about to open in 10 minutes here. And boy, oh boy, we are coming back down into this trading range. And I don't know, we might break through it. We do have this blue trading range like on the top of this. But we broke out here, most likely break out to the bottom side as well. That's what I'm thinking. Breakout here, coming back down to the bottom of this channel. Welcome to the stream. Hey, I'm Buy My Money. For those who are new, this is what we're doing on this channel. We are trading price action. And what I mean by price action is that we don't rely on indicators to figure out momentum, things like that. We like to read the candles bar by bar. And we trade exclusively the E-mini. And I trade exclusively one single setup, the two-legged pullback. It's a setup that looks like this, and I trade this one setup because of the high probability it has in the right context. It's a greater than 90% probability if it's in the right context or not. So I like to use this setup and find it in those key areas such as moving averages, trend lines, channels, support resistance levels, and we like to scalp this pattern on the E-mini. So welcome to the stream, and if you like more information about this pattern or the setup, then you can check out the description below. There's a couple playlists, and also on my charts, what we trade is a 2000 tick chart, and it's a tick chart. We trade a tick chart because we like to trade the price action and volume rather than price action and time, which the time charts give. And so we want to trade the volume because we feel like it might give some, I personally have the time chart and volume chart to get a sense of the price action with volume and also time. And so because of that, 2000 tick chart, also you see me bounce between 2000 tick chart, 10,000 tick chart, the 5-minute chart, and so forth. And so if you look at the charts, we have very little indicators. We have the 20 EMA here, we have the 240 SMA, and we also have a indicator that automatically counts legs and identifies second entries. Since I only trade two-legged pullbacks, it's good if I know where all the two-legged pullbacks are. And that's simple with the simple color scheme. We have dark red numbers for shorts, dark green numbers for longs. And so right here on the right side, all you have to do is focus on this diamond, and this diamond will change colors according to what type of leg it is. So right now this is the first entry. We're looking for a second entry, and that's where we like to maybe go short here. But we're waiting for a two-legged pullback, and right now that's not a two-legged pullback, it's just a first entry. What kind of day I think it's going to be today? Sorry, I'm just reading this. I'm thinking maybe this is a key area for a second entry here, A, B, C. But we're such a strong downtrend, thinking the downtrend can continue. Downtrend and an uptrend. We're in this channel right now. No, it's not enough room to 20 MA. We'll let that go. This is the kind of place where you might want to trap. Right, you have a two-legged pullback, A, B, C. Second entry and then trap. This is kind of where you look for a trap trade under the 20 EMA like this. Let's see here. Pandas, good morning, good morning. If you'd like more information about the indicator, then you can check out the official website at the bottom right of your screen or in the description below at www.twoleggedpullback.com, official website of the two-legged pullback indicator. Also, trading range indicator, if you want more information on that, you can go to the same website. automatically finds trading ranges based on pure price action. So these are the only two indicators I have. Both these indicators help with price action trading. That's it for the introduction, pandas. Let's find the best setups possible, shall we? This is the place where I'll find a Pikachu to go short, to be honest, because of the strong downtrend. But it's not even triggering the second entry for the Pikachu to go short. Might trigger that second entry, possibly to go short here, but I'm not sure. I mean, this is also key area, could be a good place to go long. A little confusing because we're consolidating at the moment, but most likely we'll continue this downtrend. Most likely, that's what the probabilities give us. Market's about to open. Let me go over what I think kind of day it is. Most of you guys think it's a bear trend day today. And that's what I'm thinking. Bear trend because we are back in this trading range. And it could be tendency to come back really far down. But who knows? Who knows? I mean, this bar is already pretty large. And we pretty much covered like the average distance we typically cover in a day. But really, this can keep going down. Like, that doesn't really mean much, to be honest. These high volatility days kind of give more volatility, so I think it's gonna be bear trend day today as well. Ooh, I'll reload. All right, we're breaking down now. Breaking down. Market just opened. Possible measured move. Possible measured move here. It's a big measure move, but it could be a possible measure move. This is 10K chart. Measure move on a 10K chart comes all the way down to 4150. Positive measure move. Market's open now. And we are continuing our downtrend, as you can see. Oh, we are really continuing our downtrend. Measure move was at 4150. Let's mark it here so we can get an eye on it. Keep an eye on it. 4150 measure move on the 10K chart. You don't want to see that. You don't want to see two-legged pullbacks making points, but we're still under 20 MA on the 2K chart. If you're going short, you don't want to see movement like that. Still keeping an eye on this. You're thinking measure move still. The 10K chart measure move. That's what you're thinking. Alright, clean, leg down, two-legged pullback, measure move down. That's what you're thinking. At least that's what I'm thinking. Two-legged pullback here. Breaking clearly above the 20 MA though. That's not what you want to see if you want to go short. You don't want to see this if you're trying to go short. Right, breaking above the 20 MA now. That's a bad signal bar to go short on. Several trading ranges being created by the trading range indicator. That's not where you want to go short on. Almost making reversal now at this point. Breakup trend, lower low, and you might be looking for a major trend reversal here. I will need a trap trade. I'm not interested in this short. I'm interested in a trap trade here, if possible. If the market gives it to us. Breakup trend, new low, and we're going, like, we're breaking clearly above the 20 MA, which is my thinking possible major trend reversal here. Gonna take this trap here. It's a little high, but I like the pattern right now. Okay, trap's gone. Trap is gone, but we're clearly above the 20 MA. Okay, we're breaking beneath the 20 MA now. I'm looking for a two-legged pullback somewhere. Ooh, lower high. It's a hidden second entry if it comes back up, but this volatility is a little crazy right now. Kind of hard to trade this. Breaking below. I don't know if I want to go long here anymore. I don't like breaking beneath the 20 MA like this. And I don't like how we got stopped out at yesterday's low right there. But it's looking sideways. We're going above and below the 20 MA pretty consistently. Measure move still possibility on the 10K chart. Right, if you look at the 10K chart, we're just clearly under the 20 MA. 5-minute chart as well, clearly under the 20 MA, as you can see. We do have a trap setting up to go down here. Ooh, but this looks choppy. It looks choppy because we're going above and below the 20 MA, and that does trigger a pseudo trap with the perfect scalp. We got a higher low second entry here. Interesting. That bounce off yesterday's low, I think, is very telling for us, in my opinion. That's a pseudo trap, so I wasn't interested, but man, this can keep going down. We're looking for measure move still. Just going in and out of the 20 MA, causing confusion. Trading range. H4 possibility here. H4 gone. Look at that. This makes the scalp immediately as well. Very confusing. The reason why I think we might keep going down is because we're still below the 20 EMA on the 5 minute, still below 20 EMA on the 10K chart. But we might be going down in a downward choppy manner. Could be going down like this. Might be looking for a nice setup off this trend line if we can get it. Good morning, pandas. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream, everybody. We're taking a close look at this trend line here. Thinking possibly create... Oh, you don't want to see that as a bear. Do not want to see that as a bear. I'm going to see how it reacts to this trend line here. The fact that we're just under yesterday's low just makes me think, man, we're going to keep going down. Okay, strong bull bar. You don't want to trade against that. Good signal bar off of this trend line. Ooh, I'm a little too slow because that formed so fast. I couldn't even like enter right off this trend line. But that does make a scalp right there. This market is moving very fast. And I'm trying to explain things while it's going. It's a little bit difficult. But that was a two-leg pullback. Nice two-leg pullback off this trend line. Also double checking if I'm missing anything here. Market's confused at the moment. I mean, we're just in a trend line, or we're just in a trading range at the moment. Let's look at the 10K chart. Trading range on the 10K chart. Ooh. Another two-legged pullback, but it's really far from the 20 EMA at the bottom of the trend line or trading range. Not really interested in going short here because of the trading range right here. This is the 10K chart. It's missing a point at the moment. It makes a point on the 10K chart. We have a two-legged pullback at the bottom of trading range on the 10K chart here. Thinking of going long right here on the 10K chart. 10K chart is a little easier to read at the moment, in my opinion. 2K is moving really fast. Yeah, bottom of the trading range on the 10K chart. Let's see if we can get a higher low setup here. 32. Oh, still 3,000 more ticks on this candle. Don't go in premature. Wait for the candle to finish. And wait for the signal bar to finish. I'm looking at 10K chart. Boom. Goes up. Priming up my order. This might move quick. 500 more ticks. I'm gonna try to scalp out here with 3 contracts. Bottom trading range, higher low setup here. All right. We're gonna need 2 points here because the risk is huge. 8-point risk. We need 2 points because of the 8-point risk. There we go. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. So I'm talking about strong push-ups, super good signal bar, 10K. I actually got 2 points from that 2-point scalp because the fact that it was more than 8-point risk. Did I get 2-point scalp? How much did I make on that? Yeah. Did I not? I don't think I put that. Did I do that right? I don't remember. We got a 2-legged pullback off the 20 EMA now. 10K chart, but it's very sideways here. I typically don't like it being this choppy if I'm going short. But again, yesterday's low creating resistance. But also don't like to go into against candles that look like this, right? Notice that this is a down, right? This is a bear candle, right? A down count, but a down count ends up super bullish. Typically don't like to trade against those. So I have a couple things, but more things going with the bears at the moment, right? Double top at yesterday's low, 20 EMA, 2-legged pullback. We have more things going for me for the bear case, but there is a bull case. For every bear case, there's a bull case. There must be a bull case. Because on every side of the trade, there's always a buyer and seller. And so for some reason, someone wants to sell where you want to buy, or someone wants to buy where you want to sell. And so that means there must be a reason why, you know, there must be a bull case and a bear case. There's always a bull case. If you cannot find both cases, then simply you're not looking hard enough. There's always a bull case and a bear case. And so the idea is, can the bear case outweigh, you know, the probability of the bear case winning out? Is that probability high enough for you to risk the trade and risk your stop, you know, risk your, you know, whatever risk management you use? But let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's get that bamboo. Let's get that bamboo. Hey, make sure you hit that like button. The 2-legged pullback does form right there on the 10K chart. I'm just looking at 10K chart because this is moving so fast. 10K chart's failing to make a point at the moment, right? Terrible signal bar. Don't really want to enter a signal bar like that on a 10K chart. Failing to make a point. Possible trap trade on a 2K chart. Trap trade does trigger, but not enough room to resistance. Trap makes a perfect scalp, but not yet a point. We have an L4 setup though. We have an L4 setup on the 10K chart. L4 setup, 10K chart, top of the trading range on the 10K chart. Very interesting. Very interesting here. Notice that it does actually trigger already by poking above, right? This could be a pseudo L4 setup. It's hard to say what's gonna happen here. It's just trading range, it's choppy. That L4 is it actually a hidden L4 because it actually pokes above, And L4 technically does trigger right there, and then if it breaks the previous candle's low, technically this will be like a pseudo L4 setup or a hidden L4 setup. That all of that price action happened within the bars, and so what do I mean by that? You know, that's actually very, like, I think that's probably the advanced part of counting legs, is within the bar. When you have an outside bar like this, when you get double counts, double reversals on one bar, then technically you have a hidden second entry. So we do have a hidden second entry waiting right here. I do not like how sideways this is going. I don't like how sideways it's going. If I were trying to go short, like the things you have is 20 MA, 10K chart, right? Yesterday's low acting as resistance, and this hidden L4 setup that just triggered. But you need to break the previous candle's low in order for you to go in to this trade. It's very confusing, you know, especially if you're not good at leg counting. That's confusing, but maybe I'll make a video. I mean, I do have a small video on the hidden second entries, but I don't like, you know, when we have a two-legged pullback, I don't like the two-legged pullbacks to be in a chop like this. If we have a two-legged pullback, I want it to be clean. You know, if it's choppy like this, then it can be 50-50. New low. Huh. Very confusing. It's getting choppy now. Sorry, pandas. $2 plus times 3 contracts is $300. That's true. I think I might have messed that up then. I'm not sure what happened. I only made 225. I think I placed my stop loss wrong. I think I did like 1.5 points. Yeah, I did 1.75. I don't know. I didn't do 2 points. I don't know what I was thinking. I think I miscalculated the grid. But I would have made the 2 points regardless, right? Because I would have been right here and right here. So I think I miscalculated my grid. My, you know, quick grid calculations. I think I put it right here. I don't know why. My bad, pandas. Pandas make mistakes too. PLM. Pandas lies matters. Pretty strong move down here. It makes me think broke this trend. Confusing. We hit this trend line a couple times. Or we hit it again. We're at the bottom of the trading range on the 10K chart, as you can see. Bottom trading range. Maybe it wants that measure move now. We still have this measure move, clear measure move here. I think we have to understand we are in a certain market cycle that we are currently is a trading range, and so even though I see the strong move down, the best thing you do have again is a 20 MA and that pseudo H4, or the hidden H4. It's looking at it's breaking down. Looks like it wants to hit measure move. It really doesn't look like it wants to hit the measure move down here. According to the 10K chart, right? 10K chart, 5-minute chart as well, right? Having a hard time going above the 20 MA. Breaking below the previous low here. Making lower lows, lower highs. I'm gonna see this as spike in channel now. A spike in channel. That's what I'm seeing this as. 10K chart. Spike. Channel. We got our channel now from this. Pivot high. We didn't have this spike in channel until right now. The reason why I'm saying that is because typically when you break trend, make a lower high or lower low here, then typically you want to have a reversal, but the reversal is failing, making me think we have more room to go down. Fail reversal here. Woo. No entries. No two-legged pullbacks yet. This was a a pseudo trap. You might have wanted to enter there if you wanted to. One second. That's horrendous. I mean, in my opinion, the measure move is the most obvious place for the market to go. It's just my opinion. But spike in channel right now. And yeah, I mean, we're just in a downtrend, I guess. I just need a good setup. I don't have any setups right now. All first entries. Again, another first entry. Two-legged pullback, finally. Two-legged pullback's in the middle of nowhere. It's not even at the 20 EMA. It's not even at the 20 EMA, which I typically like. Okay. Potential two-legged pullback here off the 20 EMA. A, B, C. Oh boy, it's not clicking. Do it again. A, B, C. Two-legged pullback off the 20 MA. If we get a good signal bar, I'll be interested. Waiting for the signal bar to finish. Signal bar is too weak. Give me a good signal bar here. Give me a good signal bar. Good signal bar. I don't like this response after this signal bar is created. Basically nullifying this signal bar. So that could have trapped me out if it actually does trigger. So, whew. Mercy. Mercy, mercy. Whew. Alright, yeah, that's a trap. That's a micro double bottom trap, and I'm glad that I didn't get in that trade. Alright, this is reversing again. Coming back to the top of this channel, possibly. Two-legged pullback. New low. A, B, C. Plenty of room to the 20 EMA now. We would need a really good signal bar for me to go short here. Thinking we want to test this trend line here. Strong bull bars. Woo! Strong bull bars. I need to see how it reacts to this. Right, here's a breakdown level. It's retesting the breakdown level right here. As you see, it broke down here, and now it's retesting the breakdown level. The reason why that happens is because obviously there's a bunch of buyers and sellers that were right here. And for those who missed this move, they want to come in right here. And those who are in this long, you know, there are long, you know, bulls here. Those who are in are saying, okay, whoo, came back, come out, right? Come back out. So that's what they were waiting for. So that's why these breakdown areas create, you know, are retested often. Because there's so many people waiting right here. So these guys are happy that they're able to come out break even. Wow, that's the candle on the 5-minute. I mean, this looks like it looks like a bear trading range day. It's one of those days where like both a bear trend and also trading range. Yeah, if you look at the 10K chart, we're still in the trading range, but we're also in a downtrend, right? The 20 EMA is still acting as resistance, as you can see. I have a lower high setup here. Terrible signal bar for that lower high setup. By the way, Mitch Lawton, thanks for being a member for 2 months. Sorry I didn't notice that. I was too focused on the charts. All right, terrible signal bar to enter. Possible L4 setup here off this trend line if we get it. Two-legged pullback. Back to the 20 EMA here. L4 is gone. So this breakdown area proved to be a pretty good resistance. Still in a downtrend. Couldn't even reach the trend line this time. Pandas, how happy are you that it's Friday today? Hey, congrats, Daniel. Congrats, Daniel. Yeah, the 5-minute is just creating these big bars up and down. It's just trading range, in my opinion. But notice that we're still under the 20 MA. Still trading under the 20 MA. Slowly just keep going downwards. Slowly keep going down here. The daily. breakdown area. Huh. I personally would have liked it if it actually came and tested this trend line, but it missed it because of breakdown area. Looking at the 10K chart, very confusing, right? Downtrend again, hitting the 20 EMA, 20 EMA here, 20 EMA here on the 10K chart. Just keeps on struggling to get above it, and it keeps knocking it down further and further. Still thinking measure move. Incredible. Grant Kim, hey, congrats, Grant Kim. Hey, this one's for you, Grant. That's for you. Trap trade here. Ooh, trap triggers. Going lower and lower. Like I said, it's like choppy, but at the same time downtrend. This might break the trading range on the 10K chart. Big bull bar, big bear bar, big bull bars, big bear bars. Goodness. Very confusing. Very confusing. We do have a wedge here, as you guys can see. It's hard to develop a wedge here. I'm not sure if this wedge is strong enough to reverse this market, though. It looks like a pretty strong downtrend day today. Sleepy Joe, Kevin Fennell, let's go, baby. Congrats. Aubrey says, people are worried about inflation and the Fed's press conference. You know, the funny thing is, even though, like, if people are worried about inflation, you would expect the price of gold to go up like crazy. But gold just took a recent dip, a huge dip. Huge dip. Let me get gold real quick. You have things like gold, who took a huge dip last couple days. You know, inflation was real. Then things like the Euro USD, right? The Euro is crashing against the USD. Gold is crashing against, you know, USD, I guess. And so if like inflation was like a huge worry, the thing is, it's like, all right, we're still in this trading range, pandas. We're still, it's just like, it looks like a downtrend, but also this trading range is still like holding on to dear life. It's just so stubborn. It keeps trying to come back into the trading range. I just think this channel is a little more accurate though. Right channel down, 20 EMA. Something interesting just happened here. This move up actually misses the low here on this candle. So that means this gap could not fill. Typically, that means to lower prices. You can see the top of this candle and the bottom of this candle do not touch. So there's a little gap from here to here. But who knows, if it goes up a little bit higher, that gap will fill. Hey Nuno, thanks for a new member. Hey, thanks for joining the stream. So like, inflation might be bad, but you gotta consider, is inflation worse in other places? Like, if inflation is worse in other places, then technically, even though our inflation might be bad, it's still, if it's better than other nations, then technically, you know, dollar is stronger than everywhere else. I don't know. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's a little confusing. We do have this wedge, like I mentioned before. This wedge here started to reverse this. That's what we saw in this wedge. I'm actually looking for a trap here, pandas. What do you guys think? If we can get this tick down, I want to look for a trap here. I'm going to trade a trap to go upwards. Give me a trap because of the wedge reversal plus break of 20 EMA, strong bull bars. I'm looking for a trap trade here. The market might be stingy and it might just give me a double bottom. It might not give me that actual trap. Let's see if it gives it to us. It will be a Pikachu setting up here, but the Pikachu has not triggered yet. Once the second entry triggers down here, then it'll be a Pikachu. Market's being stingy. It's giving us a micro double bottom rather than giving us an actual trigger, and so now it's going to reverse here without us. So that's the thing about the market. So this is why like it's good to consider hidden second entries. I don't like to trade hidden second entries, but right there was a hidden second entry. Right, you have A, B, C. The thing is, it's not technically hidden entry because, or it's not technically second entry because it has to break the previous candle's low, but the movement of these candles are intrinsically a second entry, right? A, B, C, right? Goes down, comes back up, and comes back down. And the market was stingy. It didn't give us our Pikachu. Rather, it gave us a micro double bottom and then reversed without us. So this is why this trap happened. But because we're trading like strictly, you know, this second entries, then that's why I typically like to go. I like it to be that an official second entry. But because of that, it didn't go below the previous candle's low. You know, it was a hidden second entry, therefore hidden trap, also Pikachu, so it was like a hidden Pikachu right here, bursting upwards. And I would like that because we came off a bounce off a reversal point pretty strongly here. Now we're getting our trap trade. But not really interested because I feel like the trap already kind of happened right here. So in my mind, this trap is already done. Right, making lower highs again, right? We like kind of zoom back up and then we just instantly make lower highs. We need higher lows to think that this might start reversing. Currently, it's just like on a downtrend channel. This wedge can cause concern for bulls, right? If we get a higher low here, then it could be a reversal point created by this wedge. And also spike in channels. The thing about spike in channels, what you have to know is a spike in channel. The only thing is you just don't know when the channel will end, but this is essentially a bull flag. Right? It has the same characteristics of a bull flag, according to Al Brooks. Right? The shape of a bull flag is the same as this. And so this could be a bull flag, which actually means this is a bullish pattern in a bigger picture. But if you're trading two-legged pullbacks, it's not that important, other than if we start to break above here, you're thinking uptrend. Yeah, Nuno, I am trading futures, only futures here. I'm not trading a Forex. The reason why I don't trade Forex is because of the terrible, terrible spreads. The spreads are so bad that it's very difficult to scalp. And I'm a scalper, and so I scalp the futures exclusively. Okay, notice this, pandas. Come down, wedge bottom. Doesn't even come back down here. We like to see a better, you know, test of this low, but we're making higher lows now, as you can see. and approaching this trend line. So now we have two conflicting things. We have a potential reversal here, right? Also, you have this trend line here. Break of trend, lower low, higher low setup here. Now potential reversal. But notice we're still in this channel here, and as long as we're in this channel, you gotta assume we're in a downtrend. And so we have a reversal pattern here, plus also this downtrend. If you think it's worth the risk here, the risk reward, then you might want to go long, but that's not the type of strategy we are trading here. We're trading the two-legged pullback only. Nuno Conteo says, "What is future?" Futures are basically, I don't really, other than like the basic understanding of a futures contract, which means that, hey, here is a contract saying that sometime in the future I can exercise this contract and buy this commodity, instrument, stock, whatever, at a price, certain price. And so essentially we're trading these contracts that are derivative of the actual market. And so we're saying that, hey, this is the price of the futures contract, and we think that at this point, like, we were willing to buy at this point, at this price, sometime in the future, and it creates an entire market like that. But in a sense, it doesn't really matter, in my opinion, like what's kind of driving that. The more important thing is does it have a volume, and the other thing is that it doesn't matter because it will follow price action rules. So we're trading futures contracts here. Notice here we cannot come back to this trend line. It's causing issues here, this trend line. Can't even get back up to it. Okay, I want to see if we can break this low. If we break this low, then something, we'll just continue our downtrend. But if we can't break this low and we start to have strong bull bars, right? Strong, like if we start to see traps at key areas, then I'm thinking possible reversal here. Simple two-legged pullback. It's a little sloppy though. It's a two-legged pullback breaking the 20 EMA 2 times. But it is a two-legged pullback. Two-legged pullback. I'm not really interested in going long here. I'm like maybe more interested in going short, to be honest. If we trap here, the Pikachu. Currently in an uptrend like this. Pikachu below the 20 EMA. I don't even know about this Pikachu. Pikachu's failing currently. I might take this second entry long here. Terrible signal bar. All right, signal bar is not good. This Pikachu makes a point at the 75s. Still hasn't made a point. Still hasn't made a point yet. Failed to make a point. I'm actually interested here. In this trade. I'm gonna be out right here. Terrible trade, pandas. Don't know why I entered there. We got an H4 setting up. Possibly, maybe a double in on the H4. No, I'll come out and I'll come back in the H4. If the H4 triggers, I'll come back in another reversal on the H4. I guess with that being said, I might as well just extend this if the H4 happens. Yeah, I'm gonna go in with the H4 here, and I'm gonna double my position. I like the H4 here. If the H4 does trigger, I'm gonna double my position here and try to come out break even. H4 here. I have a wide stop. I have a very wide stop. Thinking I'm gonna double my position in the H4 here. The wide stop could be scary, but we have this trading range to help us, protect us. The wide stop does look very scary, I know, but with the H4 here, we're thinking coming out break even if we can. The wide stop looks very scary, I know. But it'll be calculated. We're gonna go on at least one reversal here, and double our position, and try to come out break even. And if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. We can make a big loss here, but in my opinion, it's worth taking the H4 for reversal break even, because we also have this trading range to protect us. The wide stop might be scary for many of you guys, and if it's too scary, don't do it. Very wide stop. I know, it's very scary. We could possibly make a new low here. But in my mind, it's okay. Let this play out. Let this H4 play out here. Okay, this is becoming big pain. Big pain. Big pain now. Big pain. Woo! Did it come out break even? Try to come out break even now. My stop loss is one tick below here, so if it reverses, it is what it is. Let's go, baby! Let's go, baby! Man, calculated. Break even. I'm not gonna lie, that was a little scary. It's a little scary. Oh, you know what? I think it stopped me out on something. I don't know why. I lost... somehow lost money on that. I don't know what happened. I actually lost money on that. I don't know what happened. I think it stopped. You know what? It scalped out my trade. I don't know what happened. It scalped out some of my trade because it made it 1 point instantly. And so I couldn't move it to break even. So it actually just stopped me out. Pandas. Something happened. I lost money today. It's okay. Hey, pandas. It's okay. It was calculated and it just moved too fast. It scalped out my first, like, I was trying to just come in and then move my profit target to break even, but it scalped out so quick I couldn't even move my profit target. See, pandas, this is... Hey, it's okay. It's only 150 loss. That in a sense was out of my control. I could not have done anything about that other than, you know, change my automatic, you know, just make my automatic trade to accommodate for like a spike like that. But unfortunately, spiked out so quick. I couldn't move my break even. I couldn't move my profit target to break even. But that was calculated, right? H4 calculated to come break even, and I saw the trading range that we were in, so I felt protected from going too far down, and so that's why. But I guess the question is really is when would you just stop? You know, when is far enough, far enough? It's a good question. Maybe 10 points. Maybe at 10 points, you're just like, all right, I'm eating this. But my stop loss, I was gonna do a big stop loss until the first reversal. That's what my thinking was. At least I want one reversal, and that's where I got it. But it just scalped out that first portion so quickly that I couldn't move the rest of break even. In fact, I could have moved the rest up here, but you know, I just didn't know. I didn't realize that happened until it was too late. But hey, it was calculated. I was okay losing this, you know? It was calculated. Panda's calculated. I'm not gonna even do, you know what? Anyways, let's do it. Diamond pause, diamond pause. I don't even get money for that. I get this fire. I don't even deserve the money sign. Fire sign. Whew. Pandas. That was crazy. You know? Those people who stuck with me right there, man, you guys are crazy. But hey, realize that it was calculated. I wasn't just, hey, gonna just because of no reason. I saw the H4 to trigger, and H4s typically create these large reversals and trading range. And so I was thinking, if we're in trading range and this H4 happens, I was pretty confident I can come out at least break even. I just did not know it's gonna scalp mount my first portion that quickly, so I couldn't come out. I couldn't even move my my profit target to come out break even, unfortunately. So my $200 some loss becomes $150 loss because I did not realize it scalped out so quick. Yeah, one tick below swing low. Think about it. For those who are like had their stop loss right here, one tick below here, it's crazy. You know, thoughts and prayers to you. But it was a price action, you know, price action. That's why price action is key. But hey, we're still in a downtrend, making lower lows, lower highs, just on this forever downtrend. It's not. It's a strong downtrend as in it's like, you know, it's very consistent, but it's not a strong downtrend as in terms of the momentum. It's just this slow move down with this wedge, right? And every low is not as deep as the previous low, as you can tell. Otherwise, we'll be touching this wedge. So, I mean, I don't know. In my opinion, it's just, this could reverse here, you know? This could be the reversal point, to be honest, but who knows? I mean, we're still in downtrend, so that's why days like this are confusing. Downtrend / trading range day. Are we still in the, see, the thing is, we're still in the trading range on the 10K chart, but we have not broken above the 20 EMA. This is the 10K chart. Like, it's just grinding. It just keeps getting hit by the 20 EMA. It is what it is. Oh, is this accurate? Okay, no. I thought we had an H4 on the 10K chart potentially. 5-minute chart looks like this. See, when the 5-minute chart looks like this, you know it's choppy, but at the same time downtrend, right? It's just weird. It's just weird day. H4 5-minute. Ah, hey. Who's that? Mitch. Good looking out. H4 on the 5-minute. But man, is that choppy. Is that choppy H4. It is an H4 though. It is an H4. Daniel Eyes, congrats. Hey man, 5-0, that's 250 bucks. I'll take that. 1 hour trading, 250 bucks, not bad. Right, what other, you know, occupation can you make $250 per hour other than like a surgeon or lawyer or something? Hey pandas, make sure you hit that like button if you're enjoying the stream. Helps support the channel. Also, it helps other people know about this channel. So you actually hitting that like button helps other people. You can do a good thing by hitting that like button, letting other people know who might be interested in this kind of content but do not know exists because the YouTube algorithm has not yet pushed it to them. Notice we're hitting the bottom of this trading range now. Perfect touch on the bottom of this trading range. And another potential H4. I don't know if this one's going to trigger or not, but this is another H4 potentially right here. Wow. Wow. Another H4. I don't think it's going to hit, yeah. I didn't think so. Strong trigger bar. Perfect bounce off the bottom of the trading range. Thinking maybe hit the top of the trading range now. That's what I'm thinking. Measure move is still pretty far ways down and it's just going so slow. I don't think it's going to get there today. David Cabot says, I sent like 5 people to the stream. Hey, David, you just increased the panda population, helping the endangered species. Thank you for doing that. Thank you for playing your part. Kyle Colbert says, at minute 27, is that a Pikachu? 27, no. Pikachus are right here. There's dark red or green numbers. Wow, look at this move. Alright. Still on a downtrend, apparently. Still on a downtrend. Ooh. Ooh. Yes. Very still much in a downtrend. No follow through. Insane. You can see Pikachus with magenta boxes surrounded by dark red, dark green numbers surrounded by magenta boxes. That's how you know it's a Pikachu. We're still hitting this wedge. But I mean, still downtrend, right? It's a strong downtrend because it's relentless. But it's not a strong downtrend in terms of momentum. It's not going down very quickly. It's just kind of grinding down like a slug. Hitting this again. This wedge here. Let's see if we'll break below it this time. Notice, keep making new lows, new high, or lower lows, lower highs. Still in downtrend. Still a downtrend, but very choppy still. The 10K makes a pseudo H4 here. It makes a perfect scalp, so there might be trap traders here still. But I don't know if I ever want to really go long against this until we break clearly above the 20 MA. Again, the wedge proving to be a good support. I should just, I don't know why. I should just trade this wedge and trade this trend line. Like, I don't know why I still haven't done that. Hey David Kaplan, thanks for the kind words. Yeah, no scam, no scam, no cap, no scam. I will be very honest with you. This is not, even though I've made, pretty good profits so far. This is not a get rich fast scheme in any sense. I'm not claiming we're gonna get rich really fast, but I am claiming we're gonna try to find the best setups possible here. Brian says, I'm having horrible luck with two-legged pullbacks. I seem to trade the ones that don't work and pass up the ones that do. If that's the case, just do opposite of everything you want to do, man. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Don't do that. I don't know what to say other than you might be trading in the wrong market cycle. You might be able to figure out key areas, but fail to identify market cycles. Mrs. Panda just dropped off some delicious espresso latte with whole milk. Cheers, Pandas. Thank you for the donations. Thank you for becoming members. This is for you guys. I'm ready to trade, Pandas. Let's go, baby. Luis Ferro says, first time here. Welcome to the stream. Hey, if you're your first time here, let me know how you guys saw this channel. Did you search it? Did you see it in your recommendation box? Did you see it in your suggestion box? Did you see it in a related video? Pandas, if it's your first time here, let me know in the chat how you were exposed to this channel. If you did a search, let me know what search you used to find this channel. Helps me optimize the SEO for this stream. Let's go, Pandas. Let's go, baby. Again, the wedge acting. You thought it was going to break down here because you saw this. Huge bear bar. And then just reverses right away. That's a character of today's market. But notice we're having a very hard time making new highs. And so it can just reverse on a dime right here. It's very hard to trade this. Very hard to trade this. Jimmy says, I feel like a market make every time I enter. I make the market go the other way. He feels like a market maker. Basically, the market makers are looking at Jimmy's, orders, and they see his order and they say we need to do exact opposite what he's doing. All right, we're finally breaking this trend line. We have not broken this trend line in forever, and now we're breaking it on the most random reversal here. It's just the most random reversal, but I'm not feeling confident. I don't feel like this is gonna really take off in any way. Actually, the H4, did we hit? Oh, we triggered the H4 on the 5-minute, Pandas, with the good signal bar. That's what happened. That's why this is zooming up. Good signal bar, 5-minute. I missed that trade. I'm a dum-dum. I missed that trade. Pseudo H4 on the 10K chart, but the 5-minute is what I was looking for. That's what I missed. That's what's causing this huge spike up. 5-minute H4. Unfortunately, I missed that trade. But hey, something that could help us is maybe this might give us the direction of the market. It might be a reversal point here. The H4 reversal on the 5-minute could be a big reversal point. We shall see soon. It could be always in long market now, but notice trading range on the 2K chart. We need to break this trading range before anything. And most likely if we do break out, it's going to be failed breakout. So just that's what the thing about these days are. Breakouts, failed breakouts everywhere. Kevin Fennell says, I didn't lose any money for a month, I just realized. Yo, congrats, Kevin. Because I felt like that you were taking kind of risky trades early on. And the fact that you're not losing money this whole month, congrats, man. come a long ways, Panda. We broke clearly above the trend line. Let's see if we can get a two-legged pullback here of some sort. That would be my only trade I would consider here. Yeah, so if someone's trying to take a major trend reversal, we basically had failed major trend reversal here, failed major trend reversal here, failed major trend reversal here. Bunch of failed major trend reversals, and finally we actually are decently getting a major trend reversal here, but it's like gambling. You don't have no idea which major trend reversal would have worked. This is the first breakout of this trend, and the ES is notorious for having failed breakouts, reversing, reversing, reversing. Trickiest market, I think. Pandas. I thought we hit a measure move on the 5-minute. We missed it by a point and a half, 1.5 points. We missed that measure move. 20 EMA is still acting as resistance on the 5-minute. That's not something you really want to trade against. You know, in my opinion, this is not necessarily something you want to go long into, right? Like these up legs end up bearish. I don't like that. This is not something I like to trade into. Typically creates traps, especially on this trend line. You're thinking failed breakout, but we shall see. We shall see here. Yeah, some people like who just said that? Daniel I says took the lower high, even though outside bar. Yeah, like this was a key area here, and that lower outside bar, that was a decent trade, I think. Typically don't want to go long into a failed breakout, if you know what I mean. Brock says second entry off the trend line. Yep. So this is what the second entry is. It's a little wonky, but ABC. ABC off the trend line. We do have a two-leg pullback off the 20 MA, but it's right into the trend line, which is what I'm not interested in if we do get this trigger. We're actually more interested in the trap trade here, if it presents itself. One, two, three hits. If I counted those 3 hits, if I noticed those 3 hits earlier, I might have gone into that lower high. Huge, beautiful. Wow, that's amazing signal bar. It's a really nice signal bar, but in a sense, it could be a trading range. And right, even though it's a big signal bar, look to the left. Big bear bar, big bull bar could just be a trading range. This might be the trap that I might want to enter in, but we'll see. Typically don't like to go on outside reversals. But if we have a trap trade here off of this trend line, could be a decent trade. I don't know if I like to go into a candle like that. Right now, these bottoms can create some support. We are in this key area though. I just wish it was like lower. I wish it was like lower under the 20 MA. Right, I wish it does trigger below the 20 MA, but okay, I'm glad I didn't take that because I didn't like this. This could make a point, but I did not like the fact that we're above the 20 MA like this. It's a little disappointing at the moment. It can still give you a point, but that's disappointment. Makes a point at the zeros. Perfect scalp made on that trap. So congrats to those who took that trap and are out now. You might still be trapped in there. That key area was not bad though, right? This trend line, trap on the trend line. It's just, I don't know, I didn't like this bar. Plus, I didn't like the fact that it was happening like so close above the 20 MA. You typically like this to happen below the 20 MA. But you still might be trapped in this trade. It was just a perfect scalp. Okay, absolute scalp made. Foolish for me. I should have probably taken that trap, but I was just too hesitant. But anyways, pandas, with that, I'm gonna end this stream with a negative, day. But hey, it's all good. You know, the fact is that I had a plan, right? I had a plan with the H4 reversal and potentially coming out break even, but it just scalped me out too quick. So in the future, I might change that. I might make adjustments to maybe some automated strategy so I can make room to come out break even, especially when it drips down this far from your original stop, but from your original entry. But hey, lessons learned. I might have to make it like a automatic adjustment to a trade. So I might make an adjustment to the automatic trading that I use, the ATM strategy I use, so I can account for those bigger break-even spots. So I can, you know, adjust it in time just in case it does spike like that. So that's kind of like a rare thing. Typically it doesn't spike like that. So well, pandas, with that being said, we're gonna end the stream here. Hey, thanks for joining. If you'd like more information about the two-legged pullback indicator, you can check out the official website at www.twoleggedpullback.com. There's also a free trial, so you can try 100% risk-free. See if it's something you like. If you don't like it, so be it. If you like it, then you can feel free to purchase it. But hey, guys, do appreciate everyone joining the stream. Thanks, everyone, because I know I was off for a week, and you guys are my loyal pandas coming back. And so I do appreciate you guys coming back, watching the stream, supporting the channel, hitting that like button. I do appreciate it a lot. But pandas, hope you guys have a banger weekend, amazing weekend. Restore that mental capital over the weekend, please. You know, so you can come back next week just ready to find those perfect scalps, the best scalps possible, best setups possible. And I'll see you guys next week on Monday. Pandas, 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 pandas. Hey, trade safe, everybody. And as always, happy trading and God bless. I'll see you guys Monday.